my keys again. Passwords. Fuck that. Keys weren't even there.
In Pleasant Hill, or visit them online at freedmansappliance.com. Stephen Langford here. Losing hot water is the worst. So when your hot turns to cold, you better think fast. Fast Water Heater, providing fast, reliable, trustworthy water heater service for over 35 years. Nobody has installed more water heaters in the Bay Area than Fast Water Heater. Call 800-521-FAST, 800-521-FAST. That's 800-521-FAST, or visit fastwaterheater.com.
When your hot turns to cold, you better think fast. Fast Water Heater.
Coming up on KCBS Insider Filmage here on new evidence from San Francisco that the city's crackdown on retail theft is actually working. KCBS News Time 12:45. Time to check the sports line with Stephen Langford. Dallas police officials confirmed there's a warrant out for the arrest of star NFL linebacker Von Miller. He's been accused of assaulting his pregnant girlfriend at their home in Dallas. At 11 o'clock yesterday, officers responded to a major disturbance call and learned that Miller and his longtime girlfriend were in an argument before he allegedly assaulted her. Miller left the scene before officers arrived. His girlfriend didn't need to go to the hospital, but was treated for minor injuries. Miller, a two-time Super Bowl champion, the first with the Broncos and second with the Rams in 2021, now plays for the Buffalo Bills, currently on their bye week, and the team released a statement this morning saying they have no further comments as they are in the process of gathering more information. Week 13 kicks off tonight. The Seahawks in Dallas to take on the Cowboys for Thursday Night Football, but the most anticipated game of the week, the 49ers and Eagles. Dating back to January after the 49ers lost in the NFC Championship 31-7, many football fans felt robbed after the Niners lost their quarterback 8 minutes into what was expected to be a battle. Same expected for this year, both regarded the best in the conference, but this is a new season. So any preparation that went into last year's matchup, it does not apply this year, says 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan.
You throw it out and start from scratch. I mean, you would if it's early in the year, but when you have this much tape, you don't like to watch what they were into last year, or like we're just both different teams, different styles. You evolve all the time, and you evolve each week, and I think a lot of that stuff can, in my history, it hurts you more than it helps.
And remember, this is not the typical East Coast start. Kickoff is at 1:25 Sunday afternoon in Philadelphia. At the sports desk, Stephen Langford, KCBS.
The holidays are coming, but for foster kids, they can be a bit hard. That's why Mancini, Frugal, and the Ticket to Stream Foundation have teamed up to host a holiday gift drive for foster kids of all ages. Bring new toys and gifts to any Mancini Supro.
Hey, radio listeners, don't miss the Legacy Box Cyber Week sale going on now. You've heard about Legacy Box all year long, and with our Cyber Week sale, now is the time to take advantage of our best sale of the year. Legacy Box is the most meaningful gift you can give this holiday season. It's simple, safe, and has been trusted by millions. That's right, it's our best sale of the year. Right now, when you go to legacybox.com, you can save an unreal 65% on your Legacy Box. And for a limited time, you can preserve your tapes, film reels, and photos for as low as $27, saving you hundreds. Hurry, our best sale of the year won't last long. Visit legacybox.com for an unreal 65% off during our Cyber Week sale. With limited quantities ready to ship, this deal will go fast. Shop our Cyber Week sale now at legacybox.com/value to take 65% off. Buy your Legacy Box today and send in when you're ready. legacybox.com/value.
With the holidays approaching, high prices might put a wrinkle in your holiday shopping spirit. Not at Grocery Outlet, where you'll save big on all your holiday needs. Besides being a one-stop shop for your festive meal planning, you'll also find plenty of decor, tree trimmings, and gift wraps. We're stocked up with gifts for the family, including apparel, socks and slippers, and toys for kids and pets. With savings of 40 to 70%, your neighborhood Grocery Outlet is the holiday destination.
Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market.
12:48 at KCBS. We're keeping an eye on your San Francisco ride. Here's Victor.
Although still pretty slow in the northbound direction of Highway 101. Better news, all lanes are now open just past Cesar Chavez. It was a crash blocking multiple lanes. Really caused quite a bit of a backup, although if you are headed to the lower deck of the Bay Bridge, Still pack your patience, still pretty solid if you actually get on the lower deck.
This is how
If
you're
were just
supposed to
headed into
turn,
the
not
downtown
cut the
area, jumping on
corner.
280. I see a lot of people actually did that, which is much better than 101, but still you're going to be slow right up to Mariposa Street to the 6th and King Street exit, and then of course the off ramps are pretty solid as well until you hit city streets in Berkeley. If you headed towards Oakland, this is on Interstate 80 up to University Avenue. You're under the speed limit all the way to the 880, 580 interchange. And in Livermore, still looking at very heavy traffic. This is on 580 as you head towards the Altamont Pass before you even get to El Charro Road. That's where you're going to see the brake lights. This is due to a crash just past Isabel Avenue. It's blocking the HOV lane and
That's
the two
not a
left
lane.
lanes. Your
Over
next traffic
here
update
on
at
the left
12:15
side.
on the traffic leader, KCVS.
Yesterday we got about a half
That's
an inch
not
of rain
lane,
near
the
San
right
Francisco
side.
and about a quarter inch
Not
along our
lane.
coastline, but today it's a lot more dry. We're seeing mostly cloudy skies, daytime highs in the low 60s, and that's going to be the case for us wrapping up this week and heading into the weekend. Some unsettled weather, which means we could see some light scattered showers potentially into the afternoon hours today, but other than that, it'll just be a cloudy setup for us. Windy conditions into this afternoon with wind speeds anywhere up to around 30, even 35 miles per hour along our coastline. Those winds will die down tomorrow, and then we're left with mild conditions into this weekend and a bit of a warm-up heading into next week with upper 60s around the corner. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Jessica Birch, now it's on Takes Plus, home of the primetime edition at 8 p.m.
59 degrees in San Francisco, 61 in San Jose. Santa Rosa's got 61 as well. Traffic and weather together on the 8th and All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Enjoy the holidays at the top of the Mark's iconic Sky Lounge, offering breathtaking views of San Francisco since 1939. Visit kcbsradio.com/contest to enter for your chance to win a $500 gift certificate for the top of the Mark at the Mark Hopkins Hotel on Nob Hill.
Brought to you by Stevens Creek Subaru. Custom order your next Subaru at StevensCreekSubaru.com.
San Francisco police have been making a concerted effort to address the retail crime plaguing the city. Most recent data on arrests from Thanksgiving week suggests that their efforts may be paying off. Larceny cases down about 75% from last year. For more anchors, Margie Schaefer and Eric Thomas spoke with our insider, Phil Matier.
What are the cops doing that's working?
Well, it's not just the cops. I'm not sure exactly how well it's working, but it's good news as far as we go. I mean, we've had robberies go down from 401 in 2022 to only 100 reported thefts. We had larceny drop from 747 down to 206. So those are good moves, and it's over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Take a look at that weekend. You know, we had the cops out in force. We had the ambassadors out there. The downtown is just crawling with police presence, and that's a good thing. If you're interested in retail theft, they've had some really good operations out there, blitz operations, where they put a number of police officers, like at the Target store at Mission Street, because a lot of times shoplifting in this kind of retail theft involves 3 to 4 people. So while one's being chased one way, 3 others are getting away the other way. If you have the cops there at the store at the time, you can grab them all. And the most recent one we saw was today we're reporting about a 14-year-old who was involved in a string of downtown robberies, stealing some $30,000 worth of goods, and they got him.
Yes, they certainly did get her. But it's a decrease over Thanksgiving week, and as you say, those circumstances compared to last year, really enough to say that it's over?
Oh, it's not over. It's not over. It's not going to be over. Then it's not just in San Francisco. San Francisco is down, and that is good. But like New York and Los Angeles is up. You know, it just doesn't get the attention San Francisco did. We have these videos of people literally, going into stores on bicycles and then grabbing entire shop garbage bags full of goods at Walgreens and then cycling out. I mean, that's the image that San Francisco is battling, as well as the reality on the retail theft situation. A couple of other things have occurred this year, like not the least, which was APEC. I mean, you guys saw what San Francisco's downtown looked like during APEC, right?
Amazing.
I think there's going to be a lot of stealing going on with that police presence. And also, the stores have changed. I mean, first of all, we've got 40 few less downtown stores than we had a couple of years back, in part because of retail theft, in part because of people working at home and less tourist traffic, so there's fewer places to steal from. And those places that you do go into, compared to a couple of years ago, I mean, now everything's behind, a locked key, right? If you want to get something, there's plastic in front of it with a door, and you got to get the clerk to come over. So we've made a lot of changes on a lot of fronts. It's good news for San Francisco. The tough thing for San Francisco is good news is hard to get out. You don't have a video go viral of somebody not stealing.
That's KCBS Insider Phil Matier. He will be back live tonight at 5:50. You can listen to past interviews with Phil on the Odyssey app. Download it to your smartphone and favorite KCBS Radio. Heralds of celebrity endorsements. We check the Money Watch now with Jason.
Holly soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo has been named in a $1 billion class action lawsuit over his partnership with crypto exchange Binance, which last week saw its founder and CEO Changpeng Zhao resign and plead guilty to federal money laundering charges of paying more than $4 billion in fines. Ronaldo promoted his non-fungible token with Binance, and the suit filed in federal court in Florida says that partnership is designed to use the positive reputations of specific celebrities to convince consumers that Binance is a safe place to buy and sell cryptocurrency. The stock market is mixed heading into the closing bell, but the Dow is booming after being up most of the day. It's up nearly 500 points, getting a whole lot of help from Salesforce today. Shares of the San Francisco firm are up 9% after record revenue in the third quarter, which it expects to top in the fourth quarter. S&P is moving higher as well. The NASDAQ is still in negative territory. Shares of Tesla down 1.5% after delivering its first Cybertrucks at an event in Austin. On the Money Watch, Jason Brooks, KCBS.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restricted supply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands to treat ED, and up to 95% off. That's right, the same active ingredient as the brand name for 95% less. It's the same ED medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
The needs of modern businesses are always changing, but corporate cards haven't evolved in decades. Until now. Meet Ramp, the all-in-one finance platform that combines corporate cards with spend management software. Ramp is the only card designed to actually help your business spend less, not more. With Ramp, you can set custom controls to stop out-of-policy spend before it even happens. And Ramp software even does expense reports for you. No more manual entries, no more chasing receipts. And with best-in-class accounting integrations, you'll close your books in days, not weeks. Ramp gives you better insights and a real-time view of all company spend, so you can stay focused on the big picture and build a healthier business. Join over 15,000 businesses who've switched to Ramp and start saving an average of 5%. Modern finance runs on Ramp. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/radio. That's ramp.com/radio.
The Chasing Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen. Like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
Take Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase or business. Make more what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
Tracking brake tapping in Berkeley. Victor's in your local Honda dealer's traffic center.
And that would be headed towards Oakland on Interstate 80 from University Avenue to the 880-580 interchange. If you continue to the Bay Bridge, that's actually a nice ride all the way to downtown San Francisco. Leaving the city, you're going to be slow on 101 northbound from just after Interstate 282, the lower deck. Also in Oakland, still looking at slow traffic on 880. This is as you approach 66th Avenue, headed towards the downtown area. It really doesn't ease up to get past 23rd Avenue. That's Caltrans. They doing a sweeping operation. They are in the right lane. They will be rolling all the way to Interstate 80. And in Livermore, still looking at heavy traffic on 580, headed towards the
Altamont Pass, right around Santa Rita Road. This is actually in Pleasanton. That's how far it's backed up now. All the way to just slightly past Isabel Avenue. It's a crash still blocking the HOV lane and the 2 left lanes. Once you get around all that mess there, the rest is right over the Altamont Pass and into the Central Valley. It is looking cleared at the speed limit. Your next traffic update at 108 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Sunny skies and windy this afternoon. We're looking at some pretty big gusts on the higher peaks, up to 40 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour in the central part of the bay. Highs today in the 50s and low 60s, dropping down to the 40s overnight. Traffic and weather together on the 8th and All News 1069 and AM 740 KCBS, where it is Thursday, November 30th. Coming up,
I'm Jeffrey Schaub in Santa Rosa. A 14-year-old student is injured in a knife attack. It's the second on-campus knife incident on the same day.
I'm Raquel Maria Dillon on Piedmont Ave in Oakland. What the city and the police department are doing to keep holiday shoppers safe.
Good afternoon, I'm Holly Kwan.
When you need to know, KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station.
It's 1 o'clock.
CBS News on the hour, presented by Indeed.com. I'm Peter King. Hamas has released 2 Israeli women with 8 more hostages expected to be freed today. Correspondent Holly Williams asks a Hamas official something everyone wants to know.
How many hostages do you have left in your hands that are still alive? You don't know? What do you mean the number isn't important? People in Israel want to know whether their loved ones are still alive or not.
I'm Tom Cody in Washington. Just hours before the Israel-Hamas pause was to run out after 7 days, Secretary of State Blinken spoke directly to the Israeli War Cabinet and afterwards said, clearly, we want to see this process continue, move forward. We want an 8th day and beyond. Failing that, we made clear the imperative that before any operations go forward in southern Gaza, that there be a clear plan in place that puts a premium on protecting civilians, as well as sustaining and building on the humanitarian assistance that's getting into Gaza.
As 3 Palestinian students recover from being shot in Burlington, Vermont, one of them, Kenan Abdal-Hamid, has spoken to CBS News about it.
Hey, I need you to call 911. My friends are shot. They might be dead. They're like, okay, sit down. And there was a chair on the left side that they told me to sit down on. When I sat down, I felt this extreme spike of pain, and that's when I realized I might be shot. So I put my hand where the pain was, and then I looked at it, and it was soaked in blood. I was like, oh, I was shot.
You can see more of the interview on tonight's CBS Evening News. The House is debating the possible expulsion of indicted Congressman George Santos. CBS's Scott McFarland says his fellow Republicans may have a tough choice.
They have a 5-seat majority, a narrow majority that has bottled up so much, caused so many standoffs here in Congress this year. If Santos is expelled, if that happens, they lose 20% of their margin for error and be down to a 4-seat margin. Things are going to be tight, and some Republicans may have political price to pay, no matter how they vote tomorrow.
The UN Climate Summit has started in Dubai with a focus on cutting fossil fuel use. Conference President Sultan Al-Jaber.
I ask you all to work together. Be flexible. Find common ground.
Favorable inflation numbers may mean little movement from the Federal Reserve. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The Fed is likely to look at these numbers and be very happy that inflation is trending lower. That means that their last meeting of the year on December 12th and 13th is likely to see no action.
Preliminary closing numbers for Wall Street, the Dow gaining 519. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
103 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. Sun and puffy clouds today, but it's about to get pretty windy. Good afternoon, I'm Holly Kwan. Thanks for tuning in. Here's what's going on. Santa Rosa police continue to investigate 2 separate school incidents yesterday involving knives, one of which left a 14-year-old student with injuries. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub tells us the events come just days after a court ruling in the case of a Montgomery High School student charged with the fatal stabbing of a fellow student last spring.
The mid-morning attack near the ball fields at Santa Rosa High involved opposing gang members who got into an argument. Santa Rosa Police Sergeant Patricia Steffen says a 16-year-old student slashed the 14-year-old several times.
The 16-year-old suspect pulled a large kitchen knife, commonly referred to as a butcher's knife,